how to protect yourself from being disrupted. First, let's have a look at the usual investment cycle within large corporations. So to give you the example of the iPhone, that was a truly disruptive innovation. It created a very different business model for the mobile phone market, and now everybody is used to using smartphones. So that's a disruptive innovation. It opens up a new market. Sustaining innovation, meaning that you improve your existing products, which is very necessary to do because we started with the iPhone 3, it became the 4, 5, all up to the iPhone 14, which has greater functionalities on many different aspects of the iPhone. Then, if you improve your product constantly, you also want to make the operations more efficient. So you're going to focus on efficiency innovations. So can we do what we do now cheaper, better, so that we can offer it for a better price and make a better margin? Now, ideally, the cash that you free up with efficiency innovations, pieces of that you want to invest in disruptive innovations. But that doesn't happen. So what you see is a broken investment cycle. You create a disruptive innovation, then you create sustaining innovations to improve the existing product, and you do the operations more efficient. But then there's not a connection between the cash that you're freeing up and putting it in new, bolder bets for longer-term horizons. That is something that we need to be cautious about, and that we make conscious choices about how to allocate our investments on the different types of innovations. Why is this important? Because the data shows that disruptive or business model innovations create on the long term the highest results. You can see in this chart on the left side that business model innovators create much more share stockholder return than their industry peers. So it actually pays out to invest in business model innovations. What do we need to do to protect ourselves from being disrupted? We need to innovate consistently on the 3 horizons, meaning we need to optimize our core business and do what we do now better, more efficient, and for a better quality. We also need to look at how can we rejuvenate the core. Are we adding new channels to our business model? Are we giving a flagship experience? Are we creating a new market? And that is rejuvenating the core business. We also need to look at, but how can we disrupt the core business? How can we create new business models and new business ideas? And that tends to grow and mature on a longer time horizon. But the best way to protect yourself from being disruptive is making and creating a portfolio of conscious bets on these 3 buckets of innovations. And most of the time, in my experience, you see that larger companies focus a lot on the core business, which is logical, and also sometimes more on rejuvenating the core business, but almost nothing in new business models or disruptive business models. And why is this? Innovation brings crucial dilemmas. It is too small, it is too different, it's too uncertain, it needs too much time to get your returns back. It is margin dilutive, so if I create a new business model with a new pricing model and a cost structure, but I'm used to make, let's say, a 40 to 50% margin, probably the newer business model don't make margins at all in the beginning. So if you're a manager at a large company, you need to finance it from your existing profit and loss. That means smaller business ideas will automatically be dilutive to your P&L. Last but not least, new business models or new innovations tend to move far from your existing capabilities. So we need to invest in a new set of capabilities. And for all these reasons, you see that it's very difficult for large companies to scale business innovations. It is okay to run MVPs and test and learn different initiatives, but the real bottlenecks are when you need to scale up new business model innovations. And you see that Bain and MIT Research actually have researched this topic, and 78% fails from beyond the core. That is for a couple of reasons. Ideas not solving any consumer pains. There's a lack of real commitment. That means that the initiatives are underfunded, understaffed. There's sometimes cultural conflicts. And what we also discuss later on in this course is that the governance, meaning how to evaluate and fund new initiatives is not in the right place and able to do actually that. So the question is how to break through this inertia.